Cunningham goes in the post-game press conference and confirms what we've all known all along. This locker room is split, and she uses the term different islands going on in this locker room. It turns out that Christy Sides and all of those toilet paper mummy activities, all those scavenger hunt activities, the wiffle ball coming back from the Olympic break, it turned out that those stupid games actually played a big part along with Erica Wheeler's veteran leadership, keeping this locker room, keeping this team.
Did Sophie Cunningham really reveal everything going on with the Fever? The locker room feels divided, like something torn apart, and the front office is avoiding responsibility. It's hard to tell who's actually friends and who's just pretending. The whole situation feels more like a reality show than a basketball team. Sophie started the conversation, and now things feel tense everywhere. Let's break it down before things get deleted.
What is going on with the Indiana Fever? Is tensions mounting? Did Sophie Cunningham just expose the truth that's going on with the Indiana Fever? Is there some turmoil brewing? Is there issues in the locker room?
And we talk about this. We have circled on everybody's schedule. Everyone, no one likes us, right? So everyone in our locker room, that's the only type of people that we have that we can lean on. And we got to be better in that area. We have got to stay disciplined. We have to stay focused. We need to get consistent, and we got to lean on each other. And I think that we've kind of wavered a little bit on that. We have our own islands, but, as one of the leaders on the team, I got to do a better job of grouping people.
Caitlin Clark keeps showing up, doing her job, and staying kind even though it feels like she's going through something tough. She's everything the WNBA says it wants in a star, but they're not protecting her. She works hard, she stays humble, and she handles it all like someone trained to deal with pressure perfectly.
Cunningham, in the post-game interview, speaks on this team and the islands within the locker room. Everybody's on their own little island. We're going to get back to that real quick. Listen to what Stephanie White said in the offseason. One of her thousands of interviews that I called out. Stop doing interviews. I want some wins. One of her 1,000 million interviews during her press run in the...
But somehow she's being treated like she's the problem. Fans don't love her by accident. She's a rare star who stays grounded and focused. Her personality says she's here to help raise the level of the game, not to act like a diva. She smiles, signs autographs.
Interesting comments from Sophie Cunningham. And yes, you kind of have to read between the lines a little bit, but I also think it is a pretty clear admission, just without detail, of what has been going on with the Indiana Fever this season. And it is not good at all. It makes it really, really difficult for teams to put together winning performances when you have all of this going on. And no, I'm not even talking about the distraction of Caitlin Clark and her injury and other things, although that plays a part as well. But she also does make a comment that I think is important in terms of who the Indiana Fever are as a team and how that makes things more difficult as well. So I want to take a...
People like her because she feels real. She brings a kind of warmth that feels like it comes from her Midwest roots. She's not just talented. She seems like a truly good person, and that's very rare in today's sports world.
I'm not sure Sophie meant for it to come out like that, but it's something I have suspected for a while, maybe about 4 weeks now. It's something that Jason Whitlock jumped face first, head first into the deep end the other day on, that the locker room with the Fever, and just to keep it real, I agree with him on this. I think there are some preferences in the locker room where these young ladies differ in how they handle or how their preferences in their personal lives, and the locker room is divided.
Inside the Fever locker room, things are messy. The front office is making surface-level changes while Caitlin is being hit, pushed, and made to feel like an outsider. There's no team chemistry, just quiet conflict. Some players don't want to pass to her. Others are just trying to survive. The whole team feels split, like a reality show called Flip. This roster the system isn't helping her develop. It's breaking her. They're wasting her talent with teammates who don't support her. The plan seems to be take bad shots and hope Caitlyn can make it sound good in interviews.
Watching that Sophie Cunningham thing on repeat, man. That clip where she grabbed the girl and threw her down, foul. It's a hard basketball foul, probably over the top. Of course it is, but why would it not be given the circumstances? But once she did the clinch, man, MMA fans, UFC, grappling, Muay Thai, we all know. Once you seen that clinch, it was like, okay, she just ain't no regular fucking person. She knows something. She got some skills, and I guess she has like a black belt in Taekwondo or some shit like that, which is wild. And apparently she was the kicker on a high school football team.
She doesn't complain or throw tantrums. Instead, she stays quiet and focused. But maybe it's time for her to speak up. Maybe she needs to give the team a choice. Either fix this or lose her. The WNBA is using her fame for their benefit, but she's expected to keep quiet while some teammates act cold toward her. Many stars would have already spoken out on social media or complained privately. Caitlyn keeps showing up, taking the hits, staying professional. She deserves credit for handling all of this with grace.
What's interesting is everybody hates them for multiple reasons, but the one I want to talk about when she said about circled on the schedule that I think is important, because it's easy to look from the outside and be like, well, that shouldn't matter. And it shouldn't matter, but it does. And what I mean is we're all human, and not everybody's athletes don't. They should. They get paid to. It's a job.
Her fans aren't just watching for fun. They believe in her. They wear her jersey and bring new energy to the game. She shows that fame can come with humility and class. She's helping the sport grow, but the league isn't protecting her enough. She's not just another rookie. She's the face of the league, and she deserves real support, like a coach who plays to her strengths and teammates who actually want to succeed with her.
Taking accountability. Now, I can't say that last play with the 5-point swing, I think more so of she shouldn't have been in front of Stevens, man. She is too big. She is too big. Yeah, I get it, box out, but it was better to have Boston in her spot. Now, I did hear Stephanie White take accountability on that one. She was like, yeah, it's probably on me. I should have switched them too, made sure we had the big right there, but, you know, it just slipped her. But, yeah, I think in that instance, it should have been Boston right there. It's big on her to take the accountability, but, yeah, Boston should have been there. She could take fault in it too, because it's also like you have to recognize what's going on, right?
Right now, the team's chemistry is falling apart, and Caitlyn is the only one trying to fix it. The league should stop pretending nothing's wrong. She doesn't want special treatment. She just wants to be treated fairly. She shouldn't be hurting after every game from being targeted. This is about respect, not fame. The WNBA has a chance to grow, and Caitlyn is the key to that future. But they're wasting that chance right now.
So after last night, another collapse by the Indiana Fever and giving up a fourth quarter lead to lose the game, Sophie Cunningham had pretty interesting words in the post game, after the post game interview, and what she said pretty much spot on for what everybody has been thinking, or some of us have been thinking, is that there is some kind of issue in the locker room. And she put it plain and simple as we could get it. And maybe this could lead to what DeWanna Bonner left. Now, there could be some issues, there could be some players, and we already know that there's a gender out.
If the Fever won't take action, Caitlyn should push the issue. Make people talk about it because silence only makes it worse. This is her moment to speak up. Not to cause drama, but to protect her future and inspire younger girls who look up to her. She's stayed calm for a long time, but the system needs to change. She doesn't need to fit into it. It needs to adjust for her. It's time to stop ignoring the problems and stand up clearly and boldly. Enough of staying quiet through all the disrespect.
But I just think that it's impossible to think that's not a real possibility here. You know, and it should be noted, Stephanie White. All right, Stephanie White checks some boxes. And then you've got Sophie, and you got Caitlyn, and you got Aaliyah, and you got Lexi. To my knowledge, probably Demarius Dantis, but I don't know. Michaela Timpson, I don't know. That don't check some boxes.
Let's be honest. Some of these players aren't just being competitive, they're acting petty. Natasha Howard has made it clear she doesn't like Caitlyn, and that might be about jealousy, not basketball. Bree Turner is doing the same thing, pretending Caitlyn's fans are the real problem. Every time Caitlyn shines, it bothers them. Dana Bonner took it even further, playing aggressively in a way that felt personal, not professional. That wasn't defense. It was something else. Caitlyn's calm reaction has worked against her because people think she's okay with all this. She's not learning right now, she's surviving. She's getting hurt, ignored, and treated like an outsider by her own teammates. This has to stop. The WNBA can't keep using her name to sell tickets and videos while ignoring what's happening in games. Fans see everything. Caitlyn is not just a player, she's a movement. And if they don't start protecting her soon, they'll lose something very special.
Oh, everybody knows who Sophie Cunningham is. Everybody wants a piece of Sophie Cunningham. Her jersey is the #1 selling jersey in the WNBA. Sold out. Now, why is that significant? I'll tell you. Because her jersey surpassed the all-time woman, Caitlin Clark. The most popular woman ever in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, got her jersey surpassed by Sophie Cunningham. Why? Because Sophie Cunningham stood up for Caitlin Clark. She did all of these Instagrams. She did all of this stuff. And next thing you know, it all didn't matter.